So in this video, I want to talk about one thing that I think really had a significant impact in my weekend, and that is power. But power in the sense of like how powerful you live your life, and how much intent is behind what you do. So I'll give you today as an example. Today is Sunday. It's obviously like no one's in the office. Most people take a day off. Um, but yeah, I love what I do and I want to continue to work really hard to make this happen. So I was, laying at home earlier today and I had sort of already told myself that I was going to go to the office at some point. But, the voice inside my head started telling me, hey, maybe you can just like sleep in or take a nap and just like watch something on Netflix today. And like you can pick up the slack tomorrow and it'll be okay. But I think, going back to power, I think it just, we have to be completely honest with it with ourselves in regards to like what we want to do and what we want to accomplish, and if we actually are paying, if we actually are putting in the work and paying the price for what we want. And I think part of being powerful and part of like having intention in the things that we do is being able to be true to our word. So I think if I made a promise to myself that I was going to go up and go to the office, why would I diminish that? Like I think it takes a lot of courage, but I think part of being able to be powerful and feel like we're really owning ourselves and our vessel is to be able to be true and to be able to like you know override the little voice in our head that might instill some doubt and push through and show that there is power behind our intentions. Having that said, I think I right now feel fantastic. I could definitely be home and like be slacking, but like I think just creating content for you right now and just putting this out on the web and doing other stuff that's related to work where I can catch up on different topics all over the place. I think it's extremely fruitful, and I think I feel fantastic for doing it. But it all comes from like having that power of intent behind what I had promised myself. So I just wanted to shed some light in the fact that like a lot of times we make so many promises to ourselves in regards to what we want to accomplish or what we want to do, but there's no power behind those promises. And there's no power until we actually put in the effort and put in the work to back it up. So for me, if I want to build a successful company and I think what's required is for me to show up on a Sunday and I had told myself that I was going to do it and then I don't, then I'm powerless. But if I get up and I override that doubt and that thought in my head, that complacency that tells you like it's okay to slack, then I'm really being true to my intentions. I'm going to get up, I'm going to go to the office. I think the same thing comes into play with like fitness, for example. You want to get fit, you want to stay true to a diet, yet when your alarm goes off at 6:30 in the morning, immediately thought in your brain is like, oh, like I don't really want to go to the gym right now. For example, I have this happen to me all the time. But if we can keep promising ourselves like I want to be healthy, I want to be healthy, I want to be good looking, I want to be athletic. But if there's no power to back up our intentions, then there's really no core, no truth to us. So I think it's extremely, extremely, extremely important that we're mindful of like the promises that we're making to ourselves, and if we don't really mean it, then don't promise it to yourself, because then you're just going to act from a place of low integrity where you're not really following through with the things that come to you. And I think that makes us feel bad about ourselves. If we're making all these promises to ourselves and then not living up to them, then that just diminishes us, and that makes us live in this sort of like alternate reality where we're not really being true. And B, the times that you do make a promise, being conscientious of the fact that you have to act on it for things to happen. That a lot of times we have great intentions and great ideas, and we, for the most part, know what we want to do and how we can get there. But if we don't have the follow through or the power of intent to actually back up our promises, then our words are empty. So I want to build a great company, and I'm here to put in the work on a Sunday. I want to be athletic, and I want to have a physique that I can be proud of. I'm going to get up at 6:30 in the morning and put in the work and go to the gym. I want to get smart, and I want to continue learning about my business. I'm going to pick up books, and I'm going to do the sacrifice of like not going out on a weekend with friends so I can stay in and read, for example. Or not catch up or binge watch whatever series like you've been, sitting down and just like consuming on Netflix, because there's other things that you promised to yourself that you were going to do that you want to be able to live up to. So that's my tidbit for today. And it comes from, like I said, a place of power. What is power? I think power is having the integrity to back up the promises that we make to ourselves. And that's honestly, I think, huge secret for being able to live a happy and fruitful life is if we know we're being true to ourselves instead of saying all these things and then having this disconnect that only makes us feel bad and you're only tricking yourself and making yourself suffer for no reason. Then just be mindful. Be mindful. Make promises that you will keep and then keep them. And I think if you act from that perspective, you're going to be a very powerful individual, and you're actually going to be able to accomplish through power, through momentum, anything that you set yourself towards to achieve. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what it is that you're setting yourself to achieve. Please comment, like, subscribe, and let me know what you think about these videos. Any feedback is extremely helpful. But I'd love to connect with you on a more personal note. So feel free to email me, drop me a message, tweet me. I'm very responsive, and I'd love to hear more about your experience, your challenges, lessons you've learned along the way, as well as any perhaps books or podcasts that you might recommend that might help us in our journey. Thanks, everyone.